Good evening. Glad to have you along on the Mead Mavericks Sports Network presented by Ziggy's Coffee. I'm Blaine Robinson, welcoming you inside Mead High School, where the Mavs will host the Severance Silver Knights for a doubleheader tonight. First up on the girls' side, we have a really good one, as 5-3 Mead takes on an 8-4 Severance squad. It's a non-league matchup, but a critical one for playoff positioning in 4A, as Mead enters tonight 20th in the RPI, just ahead of Severance at 22nd. So very critical, could flip-flop if the visitors take one tonight, but as long as Mead holds serve at home court, they should be in good shape to move up in the RPI. Tonight's game on the Mead Mavericks Sports Network is brought to you by Ziggy's Coffee, a hometown favorite, serving up delicious food and drinks across 29 locations, with a variety of options including specialty coffee, Red Bull infusions, and a signature kids-own menu. There is something for everyone to enjoy. Ziggy's looks forward to opening its new headquarters, featuring a cafe and drive-thru at the corner of 3rd and Welker in Mead later this year. Stop by Ziggy's Coffee to experience the best part of your day. Starters for the visiting Silver Knights: number 3, Anastasia Zelenko; number 10, Kelsey Koza; number 11, Atlee Helzer; number 24, Natalia Pacino; and number 34, Tyne Killip. And for your Mavericks, the usual starters tonight: Brennan, Marr, Morrow, Hahn, and Stevenson. And before we get started, a quick message from CHASA. Educational athletics sanctioned by these schools and the Colorado High School Activities Association teach lifetime values like respect for opponents, coaches, officials, communities, and classmates. There is no better place than athletic competition to demonstrate respect for others. In addition to Ziggy's Coffee, other sponsors bringing you tonight's game: Northern Colorado Pools, Graybow Roofing, and Remax, Nexus, Jason, and Terra Boston. Tough loss Tuesday night for Mead at Erie, so they look to bounce back tonight against Severance at home. In the center, it'll be Zelenko and Stevenson to jump it up. And we are underway. Tip controlled by Severance. Zelenko straight to the rim, floater in the lane, too strong, rebound Stevenson. Brennan pushing ahead, Morrow, back to Brennan, right wing 3 lined up, off the glass, and it goes for Charlotte Brennan. And the Mavs are on the board first, 3-0. 3 on the way, Koza, no good. And Marr tracking down the rebound, but she steps on the baseline, and ball will stay here on this end with Severance. Pacino throws it in, top of the key, 3 on the way. Too strong, rebound Stevenson, miss. Up top by Killip. Swinging the ball around the perimeter as Severance settles into a 2-3 zone. Morrow's going to launch a right corner 3. That's good. And Edie Morrow continues to go on first quarter tears this season. 6-0, minute gone by here, first quarter. Koza 3, short, rebound, Zelenko, put back, Zelenko, good. Nice rebound and tough layup falling away for Zelenko. 6-2, 6:38 remaining first quarter. Severance stays in the 2-3 zone. Top of the key 3, Morrow, too strong. Rebound fought for, corralled by Stevenson, and her baseline fadeaway jumper falls. Stevenson on the board with her first points. 8-2, 6:15 to play first quarter. As Severance fires one out of bounds on a little miscommunication. Ball back to the Mavericks. Brennan walks it across and looks to set up something against the 2-3. Elbow to Stevenson, kick, Morrow. And back up top to Mar, and she throws it away. And Kozo across and all the way to the rim for Severance, but blocked by Stevenson. Fired ahead to Mar. Pull up three, Mar, right wing. Too strong. Offensive rebound, Hahn. Layup, good. Kira Hahn with her first points. So 4 of the 5 Mavs starters have scored already. Less than 3 minutes into this one. Koza, another 3. That's no good, and she has begun cold from the perimeter. Held ball underneath. Possession arrow says Mead basketball. Three minutes in, Mead leads 10-2. And they're looking for an opening against the zone. Back up top, Brennan. Left wing 3 on the way, Morrow. And that's good. Edie Morrow, I continue to say it. She comes out hot every first quarter. Mavs lead 13-2. 4:45 remaining, first quarter. Timeout. Severance. First quarter action tonight presented by Northern Colorado Pools, a family-owned and operated second-generation Colorado pool builder. They provide expert design and customization options for your entire backyard project. Contact Northern Colorado Pools today for your free estimate at northerncoloradopools.com or by calling 970-408-1414. Ball stolen as action resumes. Morrow looking to drive, crossover dribble, spin, kick to Mar. Mar pull-up floater in the lane, short. And Kira Hahn steps on the baseline as she tries to save the ball. 4:25 to play first quarter. Mead leads by 11. Full court zone press for the Mavs. Traps all over the place, and Killip able to fire off to Pacino. Zelenko underneath, runner off the glass, too strong, and Mead looking to run once again. Mary Mara all the way to the rim, tough floater off the glass is good, and all 5 Mavericks into the scoring column with 3:53 to play first quarter. Balanced effort led by Morrow, 6 points, and she brings it across after the miss by Severance. Short corner to Hahn, dump off pass, Stevenson, beautiful ball movement, and Stevenson has 4. That's exactly the way you dissect a 2-3. To the short corner, cutter down the lane, layup is good. Another miss by Koza, she has started cold. Averages 14.2 to lead the Silver Knights, but she can't get it going so far early on in this one. Corner 3, Brennan, too strong, rebound, Koza. 17-2, 3:06 to play. Koza drop off, layup, too strong, rebound, Morrow, missed by Helzer. Corner to Mar. Back up top to Stevenson, and she surveys the floor. Corner 3 now, Morrow on the way. Too strong, rebound Zelenko, and she's looking to go coast to coast. Zelenko called for an offensive foul. And an administrative timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. First foul on Zelenko. First team foul as well. 2:36 to play. First quarter. Mead jumping all over Severance early, 17-2. Scoring recap thus far: Morrow 6, Stevenson 4, Brennan 3, Marr 2, Hahn 2. And the teams make their way back onto the floor. Mead possession. And it'll be Brennan to walk the ball up the floor for the Mavericks. Severance continues in the 2-3 zone. That frees up Brennan, top of the key for a three. Splash, brought to you by Northern Colorado Pools. Second three of the first quarter for Brennan. 6 points early on. Severance looking for some space. Mead hounding them, but finally a layup attempt underneath, and it's good for Bailey Wiggins. Found an opening underneath, and Wiggins off the glass with the left hand. 20-4, the score now, 1:48 to play first quarter. Crossover Morrow all the way to the rim, drop off to Abby Miller, and Abby Miller into the scoring column. 6 Mavs have scored in the first 6.5 minutes. Zelenko, tough shot at the rim, and the finish. She has 4 to lead the Silver Knights. 90 seconds to play here, first quarter. Maddox Boston all the way to the rim, blocked. Rebound to Henry. Zelenko gives it up, and now it's Henry to control at the top of the key. Back to Zelenko. Inside, layup attempt blocked by Morrow. It was Killip on the miss. And with 45 seconds to play, Mead looks to build on their lead. But a travel called against Abby Miller. And substitutions for both teams. Stevenson and Marr back into the game. Morrow and Brennan take a seat. Ava Zink into the game for the Silver Knights. Zelenko takes a seat. Pacino controls top of the key. Swing to the corner and back to Pacino. Koza underneath. Layup is no good. Rebound. And putback is good for Bailey Wiggins. She's got 4 points off the bench. A little bit of an offensive spark for the Silver Knights. And we're down to 7 seconds to go in the quarter. And Mead fires one underneath off the fingertips of Angus. And out of bounds. 4 seconds here. Pacino looking to run. Launches from half court. And nearly gets it to fall. But at the end of the first quarter, Mead 22, Severance 8, and a very well-balanced attack for the Mavericks. As I said, 6 different Mavs scored in the opening quarter, and that's something you love to see as a coach, and I'm sure has the players feeling great as well. Morrow and Brennan each had 6, both of them with a couple of threes. Solid record for Severance coming in, as I mentioned at the top, at 8-4. But it's hard when you play these non-league matchups because it's not always all things equal when you play in different leagues. Mead, at just 5-3, looks like a clearly superior team through one quarter. But Severance having a nice season in just their second year in existence as a school. And it'll be Severance ball to begin the second quarter. And Pacino will set the offense for Severance. Corner to Koza. Back to Pacino. Wide open top of the key three. Splash. And those are her first points of the night. 22-11 the score. And Mar calls out a play as Severance has gone man-to-man to begin the second quarter. Pull-up three, Morrow on the way. Too strong, rebound Hahn. And Mar with the reset. Screen and roll with Stevenson. Kick, Morrow. Pump fake, drive, jump shot, good for Edie Morrow. She has a game-high 8 points. Quickly underneath, but Zelenko misses the layup. And Mead looking to run the other way. Baseline drive, kick to Brennan, and just a bit too tall and falls out of bounds. 24-11, 59 seconds into this second quarter. Pacino driving, kicks, three on the way, no good, missed by Helzer. And Brennan looking to run. Mar, left-hand drive, kick, wide open, Brennan, left wing, splash. Third three of the night already for Brennan. She has 9. And Koza launches a three, and she gets her first points of the night. Scoreless first quarter, but she does lead the team in scoring on the season at a shade over 14 points per game. And she finally gets a 3 to fall. 27-14, 6:10 to play in the second quarter. Stevenson, 17-footer, too strong, and Koza out and running for the Silver Knights. Drop off Zelenko, baseline jumper, too strong, rebound Pacino, put back, no good, but she's fouled by Hahn, and she'll go to the line for 2. First foul on Hahn, first team foul, surprisingly, of the first half. Each team with just one team foul with 5:53 to play in the first half. Pacino knocks down the first free throw. And Maddox Boston checks into the game for the Mavericks, replacing Mary Marr. Pacino knocks down a pair. She has 5. Team high to lead the Silver Knights. And they've cut the deficit to 11. 27-16, 5:45 to play first half. Brennan has it slapped away, able to recover, and then throws it inside to Stevenson. And a held ball on the floor. Possession arrow gives it back to Severance. Full court zone pressure for the Mavs. Actually, they're going to switch the call and say Mead basketball, baseline underneath on the jump ball. Quick three, Brennan on the inbound. She has a game-high 12, 4 threes in the first half for Brennan. Zelenko, top of the key. Killip outside. Koza, 3 is good. So after a cold start from 3, Kelsey Koza has knocked down back-to-back threes. And with 5:02 to play first half, Mead 30, Severance 19. Brennan freed up again for a 3. This one way too strong. Rebound and a timeout to Severance as Helzer nearly lost possession, falling to the hardwood. 30-second timeout on the floor. 4:49 to play first half. Once again, tonight's game on the Mead Mavericks Sports Network is brought to you by Ziggy's Coffee and their 29 locations. Stop by Ziggy's Coffee to experience the best part of your day. Mavs with 6 first half threes, 4 by Brennan, 2 by Morrow, and 18 of their 30 points coming by way of the long ball. Ball deflected away as action resumes, but Severance will maintain it. Nice defensive effort there for Curahan. Pacino to Killip, and back to Pacino, looking to set the offense. Underneath Zelenko. Kick out to Koza. Koza's jumper's no good. Rebound Hahn, and the Mavs are looking to run. Fired ahead to Brennan. Brennan all the way to the rim. And a blocking foul called against the Silver Knights will send Brennan and her game-high 12 points to the free throw line. Fouls on Koza, her first, team's second. And Brennan knocks down the first free throw. Angus back into the game for Mead. Stevenson to the bench. Brennan too strong on the second rebound. Zelenko. And Zelenko gets it back right into the lane. Too strong. Fight for the rebound. Corralled by Killip. Left-hand layup. Good. Killip's first points of the night. 31-21. Midway through this second quarter as Hahn launches a three. Top of the key. Too strong. And it caroms out of bounds. Ball back to Severance. Pacino hit out on the perimeter by Brennan. Her first, and a 30-second administrative timeout on the floor with 3:47 to play first half, and the Mavs leading 31-21. Scoring recap for the Mavericks. Brennan leads the way with 13. Morrow has 8. Marr 2, Miller 2, Hahn 2, and Stevenson with 4. And it'll be sideline out of bounds for Severance. And Pacino will walk it across. Ahead to Wiggins. Back to Pacino. NBA range 3. Short. Offensive rebound Zelenko. She's bumped. Layup no good, but she'll go to the free throw line for 2. With 3:33 to play first half. After a tough start for Severance, they seem to have calmed down a little bit, regained their composure, and starting to chip away at this lead a little bit as Zelenko comes up short on the first. Abby Miller checks back in, replacing Kira Hahn. And Zelenko will have one more free throw. It's too strong. Rebound, Killip, knocked out of her hands. Baseline underneath to Severance. Falls into Zelenko. Nearly turned over. Severance able to maintain possession and then blocked out of bounds as Killip attacks the rim. 3:16 to play second quarter. And Killip will throw it in, baseline underneath. Immediately into Pacino, right wing three, short. Rebound Miller. And a moving screen. Looks like it's going to be they're going to change the call. It's actually going to go against Severance. And it'll be Mead ball, baseline underneath with 3:04 to play first half. Boston throws it in. Brennan, drive, kick to Angus, and back to Brennan. Inside turnaround jump shot Stevenson. Friendly roll, but won't fall. Offensive rebound to Angus. And Stevenson travels as she looks a little hesitant to shoot the three-pointer there. Ava Zink back into the game for Severance, as well as Sienna Henry. For the Mavs, Brennan and Angus will get a rest. Morrow back into the game, as well as Mary Marr. Solid defense here for the Mavs. Ball inside to Zelenko now. Two dribbles, turn around, jump hook with the right hand, falls. And Zelenko with 6 and the lead down to 8. So Severance staying attached here in the second quarter. Miller inside. Passes off to Stevenson. Layup is good. Nice ball movement there. And Stevenson up to 6 points. Lead back to 10. 2 minutes to go, second quarter. Quickly into Zelenko. Layup off the glass, too strong. And Morrow looking to set something up for Mead. Morrow inside to Marr. Underneath Stevenson, 8-foot jumper is good. No hesitation. Nice confident turnaround jump shot for Stevenson, and she has 8. Zelenko again, this time on the pull-up jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, putback no good. Another rebound, layup no good for Wiggins. Tipped out of bounds by Mead, and it'll stay with Severance. A couple really good looks there for the visiting team. Hahn back into the game, replacing Boston. Baseline underneath, ball into Koza. Thought about a 3, pull up, 1 dribble 3. And out of bounds to the Mavs. Hahn off the double screen. And then she's eventually cut off, but finds Morrow on the back door, pass too low. Picked up by the Silver Knights. Launched ahead to Zelenko. One more pass to Pacino. Deep 3, too strong. But nice hustle by Zelenko to keep the ball on this end. Drive, Koza. And a held ball as she looked to make her move. Possession arrow says keep it with the Silver Knights. 42.5 seconds to play, 35-23. Mead continues to lead. Inbounds pass stolen by Morrow. And with no resistance, all the way to the rim, layup good. She's into double figures with 10. And then a quick turnover, sailed out of bounds by Severance. 25.5 to play first half. Brennan back into the game. Hahn will throw it in. Abby Miller checks out. Mar up top to Morrow. Nice defense by Koza, and ball deflected out of bounds. Will stay with Mead with 10 seconds to play in the first half. Mar into Brennan. Brennan drive and a travel with 7.5 seconds to play. 37-23, and Severance will have an opportunity here in the final seconds to get a shot off and cut the deficit down. Koza, 3 at the buzzer, too strong, and at the end of the first half, Mead 37, Severance 23. Strong first half for the Mavericks. Brennan led the way with 13, Morrow 10, and Stevenson had 8. We will be back with second half action in just a few minutes.
There's a misconception that the reason kids take part in high school sports is to earn college scholarships. In reality, students say the primary reason they play school sports is to have fun, and the percentage of those players who receive college scholarships is less than 5%. But what comes from the opportunity to compete has a lifetime staying power and is more valuable than a scholarship. Today's student participants are the leaders of tomorrow. Support your local school activities program. Support CHSA. The schools taking part in today's event are part of the 340 member schools of the Colorado High School Activities Association. As members, we promote and protect the privilege of participation in interscholastic activities. We also promote lifetime values like respect, hard work, teamwork, and sporting behavior. We help reach and motivate students. We develop policies as a group as a responsibility of membership. We are coaches, game officials, and administrators working for the common good of kids. We are CHSA.
good start. Great start. We are set for the second half to begin, but only one team has come out of the locker room, that being your Mead Mavericks. Severance nowhere to be seen thus far. Let's take a look at the new headquarters being built for Ziggy's Coffee in downtown Mead while we have an extra second. It'll be 3-story training site, space on site, indoor cafe, drive-through, coming later this year, later 2021. Look for that. Downtown Mead, 3rd and Welker. And when that Ziggy's is here, make sure to stop by to experience the best part of your day. And Severance has now come out of the locker room, and we are set to begin the third quarter. And it'll be Mead ball to begin the third quarter. 37-23 the score, and Brennan will set the offense for the Mavs, and Severance has gone back to their 2-3 zone. Working it around the perimeter, cross court to Marr. Inside Stevenson. Pass underneath to Hahn. And pretty good defense here, opening possession for Severance. Tipped away, and Brennan has to go into the backcourt. And then a foul committed by Killip. Sideline out of bounds to the Mavericks. Inside lob to Stevenson. Beautiful pass by Morrow, and Stevenson into double figures with 10. Double figure scoring for the second straight game for Jacqueline Stevenson. Underneath, nice find by Zelenko. Layup good for Helzer, and those are her first points on the night. 39-25 minute gone by here, third quarter. Ball pokes away from Hahn. It'll stay with Mead. Hahn gets it in, top of the key to Brennan. Right back underneath to Hahn. Beautifully executed play for the Mavs. Hahn has 4. And a steal for Morrow. Drop off to Hahn. Kick, corner, Brennan 3. Too strong. And a fight for the rebound. Held ball, Severance possession. 6:27 to play, third quarter, 41-25 your score, and full court pressure here for the Mavs. Steal, Hahn saves it right to Severance, however. Zelenko kick to Koza. And then a charge committed by Pacino as Brennan put her body on the line, guessed correctly, and took one right in the chops. Second foul on Pacino, second team foul of the second half. Ball inside, turnaround jumper, Stevenson, too strong, rebound, Killip. Ahead to Koza, underneath Zelenko, nice catch. Layup no good, she got caught too far under the basket. Morrow quickly the other way. Pull-up jumper, no good, but an offensive rebound for Hahn, and she saves it to Marr. Jump shot too strong for Stevenson, and Koza looking to run the other way. Coast to coast, left-hand layup, no good. Rebound Zelenko, blocked from behind, and the Mavs got a 2-on-1. And Morrow finds Marr underneath the basket, and Mary Marr has 4, lead up to 18, 5:20 to play, third quarter, and a timeout called by Severance. Be a full timeout, and that'll give us the opportunity to tell you about our third quarter sponsor, Grayboe Roofing. Grayboe Roofing started in 2000 to serve a loyal group of friends, family, business owners, homeowners, property managers, and commercial builders in Boulder County. The same values that served their close friends and acquaintances over 20 years ago now drives their growth as a company. They believe that returning phone calls, showing up on time, performing the work at the price they quoted, and completing the work in a timely and professional manner is essential in the roofing business. Visit their website at grayboeroofing.com or call them at 303-684-9815. Scoring recap at this point. Brennan continues to lead all scorers with 13. Stevenson has 10. Morrow has 10. Marr with 4. Hahn with 4. And Miller with 2. On the other side for the Silver Knights, Zelenko with 6. Koza with 6. Pacino with 5. Wiggins with 4. Helzer with 2. Killip with 2. 43-25. 5:20 to play, third quarter. Killip gets it across for Severance. Kick to Wiggins, pump fake, and back to Killip. Zelenko drive, layup, rims out. Stevenson, rebound, 2-on-1 ahead, drop off to Brennan. Layup is good. Nice rebound and transition offense. Lead is 20, 4:47 to play, third quarter. And a blocking foul on Marr will send Pacino to the free throw line. Brennan on that layup up to a game high 15 points. 4 3-pointers for her, all in the first half. First free throw misses for Pacino. But she knocks down the second. She has 6. Hahn, drive, scoop layup, no good. Rebound Pacino. And a traveling violation will give it back to Mead. Baseline underneath. No one takes Brennan in the corner. Her 3, no good, however. Rebound Marr. Put back, no good. Rebound Killip, and a foul against Hahn. Ball in for Severance. Pressure here for the Mavericks. And Killip kick to Wiggins. Top of the key now to Zelenko. Had an open lane but dropped it off. And that didn't prove to be the correct decision, as the layup was missed underneath but deflected out of bounds by Mead. Ball will stay with the Silver Knights. Substitution for the Mavs. Boston in, Hahn out. And Pacino tosses it in for Severance. Illegal screen called against Killip. That'll be her second, team third. 4:02 to play, third quarter. Marr looking inside, nothing there. And eventually swung cross court to Brennan. Underneath, baseline jumper Stevenson is good. She has 12, 47-26 the score. Approaching 3.5 to play, third quarter. Pacino drives and fouled on the perimeter, no shot. And Abby Miller checks in now, replacing Marr. And Ellie Angus into the game as well, replacing Stevenson. Baseline underneath, Killip to trigger for the Silver Knights. Pump fake, drive, reverse for Zelenko, misses everything, rebound to Angus. Brennan able to track down the loose ball, underneath to Angus, pump fake, layup, good. Ellie Angus now the 7th Mav to score on the night, lead up to 23. And a foul on the other end, called against Angus. Administrative timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout, 2:57 to play, third quarter. Mead 49, Severance 26. Brennan continues to lead all scorers with 15. Stevenson up to 12. Morrow has 10. 3 Silver Knights have 6 points. Zelenka, Koza, and Pacino. Severance ball, baseline underneath. And they get it in just in time to Koza. Zelenko drives. Shot won't fall, but she'll go to the line for 2. Foul on Miller. Her first, team 5th. First one rattles in for Zelenko. And her second free throw on the way. Too strong, rebound to Morrow. Underneath, nice ball movement. Angus again, blocked by Zelenko, but a foul called. And the foul is going to go against Zelenko. Angus, first free throw, no good. Stevenson back into the game, replacing Morrow. Marr also checks into the game, replacing Brennan. Second free throw is good for Angus. And with 2:37 to play, third quarter, Mead 50, Severance 27. Deep 3, Pacino comes up short and deflected out of bounds off Stevenson. It'll stay with Severance. Ball into Wiggins. And a push-off as Marr takes the contact, and ball turned over back to Mead. Timeout called by Coach J.R. Sagner with 2:19 to play third quarter. Full timeout, and we will step aside for just a minute and come back with the remainder of the third quarter. And welcome back to Mead High School. 50-27 is the score. 2:19 to play. And ball in to Mary Marr. Ball deflected and stolen. And Pacino out the other way for the Silver Knights. Euro step layup, no good. Rebound fought for and collected by Zelenko. Pacino, corner three is good. Nice hustle and assist by Zelenko, and Pacino pays it off. She has 9. Stevenson, one dribble pull-up, too strong. And Severance can't corral it. And it'll stay with Mead with 1:40 to play, third quarter. Killup and Helzer back into the game for Severance, replacing Wiggins and Zink. Sideline out of bounds to Mead, and immediately into Stevenson. Spinning turnaround off the glass is good. She's having a terrific game. Quick steal, Marr, layup, she's fouled. And the Mead bench is loving it. Energy all over the place. Stevenson with 14. Free throw knocked down by Marr. She has 5. And no good on the second. Rebound to Killup. And Pacino quickly ahead. Koza, right wing 3, comes up well short. And the foul's going to go against Zelenko. And that's the 7th team foul, so it'll be 1 and the bonus for Marr with 1:15 to play, third quarter. Free throw is good. 2 of 3 from the line tonight. And the second one rattles out, rebounds Zelenko. Zelenko, free throw line jumper, rims out, rebound Marr, and she's running. Kick back to Boston, top of the key. Underneath, pass, Stevenson, jumper, falls, and she is up to a game-high 16 points. lead up to 26. Koza trapped outside, able to escape pressure and find Helzer for the layup. 56-32, 20 seconds to play. Rebound Zelenko off Abby Miller's miss. 2-on-1 with Pacino. Drop off Pacino, layup good. Nice rebound and coast-to-coast drive and dish for Zelenko, and Pacino pays it off. And the teams thought that was the end of the quarter, but a tenth of a second left, so Severance just needs to throw the ball in. And the remaining time here in the third quarter will expire. And that indeed has occurred. End of the third quarter, Mead 56, Severance 34. Stevenson now leads all scorers with 16. Brennan has 15. 12 of those coming in the first half on 4 3-pointers. Morrow has 10 as well. On the other side, Pacino leads the Silver Knights with 11. As I said at the top, this was a very important game as Mead entered tonight 20th in the RPI, and Severance not too far behind at 22nd. So this will give Mead a slight boost as they head into their season finale Saturday at home against Northridge. 32-team field. So top 16 teams in the RPI will host. I'm sure this Mead girls squad and Coach J.R. Sagner would love to get a home game to begin the playoffs. Final 8 minutes here from Mead High School, and it'll be Mead possession to begin the fourth. Hahn brings it across for the Mavs. Lob underneath Stevenson, layup is good. Stevenson with a season high 18 points. Steal, Brennan. She's going to be one-on-one with Henry. Drop-off pass to Marr. Pump fake, layup, no good. Rebound, Marr. Kick, Stevenson for the free throw line jumper. That's good. And Stevenson, with her best scoring night of the season, she has 20 of the 60 for Mead. Another turnover here. Stevenson looking to run. Euro step layup, no good. But she'll go to the line for two. Foul on Henry. Free throw too strong by Stevenson. And she misses the second free throw as well. Minute gone by here, fourth quarter. Killip has the ball taken away by Hahn. Up ahead to Marr, who would have had a layup, but too far on the pass by Hahn, and out of bounds back to Severance. Zelenko and Pacino back into the game for the Silver Knights. And another near turnover and eventual turnover picked up by Brennan. Severance has begun the fourth with 3 straight turnovers. Hahn looking to make a pass. It's deflected away, but retained by Mead. Corner 3, Hahn is knocked down. She has 7. And it's been a pretty solid offensive night for every Mead player who's touched the floor. 63-34. Zelenko drives, layup, no resistance, and a timeout called by Coach Derek Yowsey of the Silver Knights. Zelenko has 9, and it'll be a full timeout. That'll give us an opportunity to tell you about our fourth quarter sponsor here tonight, Remax Nexus Jason and Tara Boston. As realtors, our experience is extensive with over 700 transactions since 2002. We know what's important, we know the market, we know real estate, and we get to know you so that we can be the best resource possible for your purchase or sale. Call Jason and Tara Boston at 303-921-9100 or visit them online at jasonandtaraboston.com. As always, this presentation of Mavs basketball on the Mead Mavericks Sports Network is brought to you by Ziggy's Coffee and their 29 locations. Stop by Ziggy's Coffee to experience the best part of your day. Mead ball after the layup by Zelenko. And Hahn gets it across for the Mavs. Kick, corner 3, Marr lined up. No good, rebound, Pacino. Look ahead pass, layup, no good. More of a short jumper there for Helzer, no good. But she'll go to the line for 2. Foul on Hahn, her 3rd. Team 6th. Helzer to the line for the first time tonight. 5'9" freshman. And she swishes the first. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Stevenson. Ahead to Marr. And a foul from behind by Zelenko. And Marr back to the line for the 1-and-1. 2 of 4 from the free throw line tonight for Marr. And too strong on the first. Rebound Zelenko. Ahead to Helzer. Tough 3. No good, but a foul on Kira Hahn. .531 to play in this one. And Helzer right back to the line where she just went 1 of 2. She'll have 3. No good on the first. 4th foul on Hahn. Second one swished by Helzer. And she knocks down the 3rd free throw as well. She has 7. 24-point lead here as Marr thought about a corner 3. Passed it up underneath to Stevenson, and the turnaround won't go. And Stevenson's putback won't go either. Nice hustle by Brennan. Pass underneath to Marr, and Marr pays it off on the third opportunity. 8 points for Mary Marr. 3 on the way. Left corner for Koza. Short rebound to Hahn. Morrow all the way. A couple fakes. And no good underneath. And Pacino pushed from behind by Hahn, and that'll be her 5th foul, so her night is done with 4:45 to play. Boston replaces Hahn, and now Abby Miller comes into the game as well, replacing Mary Marr. Pacino knocks down the first. Second free throw on the way. No good. Rebound Stevenson. Pass ahead to Miller, up ahead to Brennan. Brennan all the way to the rim. Layup is good. (67-40) as Koza launches a deep 3 and knocks it down. 3rd 3 of the night. She has 9. Boston weaving through the press. Kick into the corner to Miller. And Miller fires it back court. And that'll be a turnover with 4:10 to play. 67-43. Koza looking to drive on Boston, and Boston bumps her. And that'll send Koza to the line for 1 and the bonus with exactly 4 minutes to play, 4th quarter. Full timeout on the floor called by Mead. So we'll run you through the scores one last time. Stevenson leads all scorers. She has 20. Charlotte Brennan with 17. Marr has 8. Kira Hahn has 7. Edie Morrow has 10. Miller 2. Angus 3. And on the other side, Pacino leads the Silver Knights with 12. A solid performance from start to finish here for the Mavericks. And now Koza set to shoot 1 and the bonus for Severance. Free throw comes up short, rebound Stevenson. Boston back to Stevenson, pump fake, layup, no good. Rebound Zelenko, and she's running once again. Koza, deep 3, short. Rebound picked up by Morrow. Boston, 3 from the wing, no good. Rebound Koza. Pacino, deep 3, rims out. Another rebound for Zelenko, and her 16-footer is good. 67-45. Zelenko now has 11, And although I'm not keeping track of rebounds, I think it's safe to say she's got a monster double-double. She is gobbling up rebounds tonight. Brennan drive along the baseline, left-hand scoop, no good. Rebound to Killip. And a blocking foul on Morrow will send Pacino back to the line, and it'll be double bonus this time for Pacino. 2:39 to play in this one. Reminder, about 35 to 40 minutes after the conclusion of this one, we will have the boys game in the second game of our doubleheader, hosting Severance. Stevenson and Morrow check out. Looks like their night will be finished as Angus and Delaney Wilson come into the game. Second free throw good for Pacino. Boston looking for her offense tonight. Drive, kick to Brennan, wide open left wing three, short, rebound, Miller, and she'll go to the free throw line for two. Rattles out for Miller on the first attempt. She'll have one more. And Miller knocks down the second. 68-46, 2:10 to play in this one, as Pacino, with a poor pass, turns it back over to Mead. Steal immediately on the inbound by Koza. And she's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line for two. So this game kind of getting bogged down here toward the end, with free throws plentiful for both teams. Short on the first for Koza. And she can crack double figures if she can knock down the second. And she does just that. She has 10. Trap in the backcourt on Brennan. Boston able to hustle it across, fire one down underneath to Angus, and layup good. That was all created by Maddox. Boston broke through the press and fired a pass right on target to Angus. Steal underneath. And Brennan brings it across for Mead once again. Angus kick, Boston corner three, too strong. Pass underneath to Zelenko, takes a bump and finishes. She's had a really nice night. She has 13, and we have a timeout, full timeout taken by Severance. 1:16 to play, 70-49, Mavs. And the team's back onto the floor for the final 76 seconds. Trap in the backcourt on Boston, and a timeout once again. This one called by Mead. And Mead will try to break this press once again. Amon into the game for the Mavs as well now. Bullet pass right on target from quarterback Maddox Boston, but Miller has it knocked out of her hands onto the baseline, and it'll stay with Mead. 1:11 to play. Corner, Boston, three, too strong, and deflected out of bounds to Severance. Under a minute to go now. Pull-up jump shot, Henry, no good. Rebound, Miller. And then a steal by Pacino. Wiggins, three. That's too strong. And Angus comes down with it as we approach the final half minute in this one. And a travel. We'll give it back to Severance. Inside to Zelenko. Nearly stolen. And she's hit. And Coach Sagner doesn't look pleased with this one, as the fourth quarter here has been extremely long and bogged down by free throws and timeouts. Zelenko too strong on the first. Second free throw is good. 70 to 50, 22 seconds to play. And a turnover by Mead. Gives it back to Severance. Wiggins drive, kick underneath to Zelenko. Layup is good. And another trap in the backcourt. Boston escapes, and time will run out here from Mead High School. Impressive win from start to finish for the Mavs. 70 to 52 the final here in this one. Stevenson led the way with 20. Brennan had 17. 12 of those in the first half on 4 threes. Edie Morrow also in double figures with 10. On the other side, Pacino in double figures. She had 13. Zelenko led all scorers for the Silver Knights. She had 15. We will be back in 40 to 45 minutes for the second game of your doubleheader on the boys' side. Once again, final score here for the girls, Mead 70, Severance 52.